The guy who drove me here came out and said that he checked me in early, so they might call me. Of course, he also interrupted my other video. I brought this Stephen King book, almost through with it, even though I haven't had that much time to read it. What with going and seeing the Christian addicts all one bad day away from a relapse, saying their unconvincing things. Like, I can tell when a person says stuff whether or not they really believe it or if they just want to and they're saying it. I don't know, man. It's rough being me sometimes. I mean, just like it's funny. Like homelessness, the stuff that you'd think bothers me doesn't bother me, but like sitting in a room with nothing to contribute and nothing to gain, with anti-inspiring people sucking the life out of me, that is one of the bad things. You know, the thing about the quantum entanglement project, it's really hard to put into words because other people are so goofy doing goofy shit that they don't understand how strange it was for me. You know, I'd always be doing things and there'd be some sort of purpose, even if it's just the rational purpose to learn, like taking things apart and experimenting with them. Like, I would know what I was doing. But then all of a sudden, to be doing really complex things really confidently for hours without actually planning it in advance and thinking, how do I benefit? Right? You know, I am rational. Like, whenever I go to do something, it's like, how do I benefit from this? Or how does somebody else benefit from this? But then again, that's me benefiting. Like, if I'm contributing to make a situation better, I'm benefiting because, you know, I don't know, I'm just a good boy. Every situation I look at, like, what is needed here and how can I provide it? But drawing little pictures on things, and then at work, I'd even take stuff with me and entangle that with my workstation. And it's like people working with me didn't even think it was all that strange, which they should have. Just, I was very accustomed to the patterns of reality and how they worked, very familiar with it. And then all of a sudden, they're just like suspended. Really gave me a sense of wonder. And I was pretty tired of reality, true, but at least I knew it. And then it's like a whole new world. But now stuff works pretty much how I'd expect it to work most of the time. And it's like that most of the time. I feel like it was a real bait and switch. Like, I was going along with it because I thought, like, this will be over soon. Like, wow, the laws of reality are suspended. It's a whole new world. I'll get to the bottom of it soon. Then Anthony came and I went to that little factory thing and I stayed there for like 3 weeks waiting for my passport, did some God math there. And the sense of wonder was still there and the suspended reality thing was still there. Actually, I crawled through a basement where there was a bunch of molded over spiders. It's pretty cool. But then things started seeming normal in Ireland. Strangely enough, I've never been to Ireland. What would I know is normal? But like the laws of reality, nothing hinky going on. And I start getting bummed out. And I'm staying in that Montessori school, and I put together a chemistry lab for him. Classic Ray, knows everything. But I'm getting bummed out because, like, man, I had a sense of wonder, and now it's just like tedious routine. Yeah, sure, I'm in England. I've never been in England before. Yeah, I'm on an adventure, whatever. But I'm on an adventure in rational reality, which is like a thing I'm familiar with, and thought that, yeah, I mean, it's just felt like a bait and switch. And it's been like that for a while. And it was nice to have like rational goals for a while, like, oh, this French girl's super in love with me. Doesn't seem like she would constantly try to force me to say arbitrary shit. Women do that. They're like, what? They like try to figure out your arbitrary predilections, of which I have none. That French girl, she asked the right questions about things. Didn't seem like somebody I'd argue, like someone I could spend my life with. And the important thing about that is it would really give me meaningful, rational things to do for 40 years. And then my Aunt Vicky, of course, it's like, oh, hey, she believes in me. Rational things to do. Just come through for her. Make her, let her understand that her support made a difference. That'll make her feel good. Rational goals. So, of course, I got that yanked away from me. And so it's like all I have left is my God stuff. But it's like, that just happens on its own schedule. It's all the in between that's like really boring. Like being at the homeless shelter, I help with the chores, force me to go to these soul sucking things. And it's like I've been through so many adventures. I've been through so much stuff. It's like, yeah, like there's not even a sense of accomplishment anymore. It's like, yeah, I'll just get through anything. It's what I fucking do. And so yeah, feel a sense of trepidation. Like, what if I'm waltzing right into an abusive situation where I'm living and working for this one guy who helps with the shelter? Who knows what kind of horrible fucking chicanery might be going on? But at the same time, it's like I don't know no different. I'll just get through it. Do the right by the wrong, like always. Just very boring. Very boring. But at least they'll have Wi-Fi in the new place, and that's nice.